This is a scholarly communications project for the college and university library course, presented by Amanda Crook. Dr. John Edward Martin graciously accepted the interview. He is a scholarly communication librarian at the University of North Texas. The Scholarly Communication Office is part of the Public Services Division at UNT. Challenges are an inevitable part of any organization. Dr. Martin discussed present and future challenges in his department. It comes as no surprise that during these times of quarantine that one of the biggest challenges is related to accessing online resources. This has led to an increase in usage of electronic resources, e-books, e-journals, and digital collections. This in turn means the library had to be cognizant of their user licenses and increase them so multiple people could access the resources at once. Another area that has seen an upward trend is free, open access, and OER materials. As issues with the higher prices of subscription services and budget cuts continue, I think this is a trend that will continue to grow. Dr. Martin also mentioned that recently they have seen more requests for specific services such as data management planning, scholarly impact consultations, and guidance on choosing publication venues. Understaffing is a widely seen challenge of libraries, and UNT is no exception. Collaboration with colleagues and other departments helps alleviate some of these challenges. As for the future, Dr. Martin projects that there will be an increased need for data literacy, data management planning, data tools, and anything to do with data services. UNT has seen a push for more OER materials and courses, so they can expect to see a rise in demand for related OER initiatives. Budget cuts are an unfortunate frequent occurrence for libraries. As a result, Dr. Martin's department looks at which services are priorities and which could be temporarily cut. New hires, personal travel, professional development funds, outreach events, new equipment, and new resources that were not essential for teaching or research were put on hold to save money. Dr. Martin did note that if further cuts were necessary, the department was prepared to cut subscriptions, resources, book approval plans, and expensive services. If more budget cuts were needed, then furloughs and pay cuts would have been introduced. Canceling subscriptions and Spark's big deal knowledge base are hot topics in the field of librarianship. Although decisions regarding these areas are made by the Collection Development Department, Dr. Martin did have some personal input. Whenever possible, he is in favor of renegotiating or canceling subscriptions, as the price skyrockets and becomes impossible for libraries to keep up with. Dr. Martin makes an excellent point that universities are already investing billions of dollars into the academic publishing industry, and then having to buy back that content from a vendor is suspect at best and quite possibly unethical. As part of a consortium and actually needing some subscriptions, knowing the terms and what other universities are paying for subscriptions can help with renegotiations, as it would be impossible to cancel every subscription. Since most of the questions surrounding copyrights and trademarks come from faculty, it is unsurprising to see Dr. Martin's department handling questions about fair use, licensing, and which materials can be used in the courses or for publications. Although most of the time these can easily be answered by referencing the terms or licenses, specialty cases require further research and may even result in contacting publishers or editors themselves. OA publishing, Creative Commons licenses, and publication agreements are another popular area that more information is requested. These often result in reviewing options and helping the patron understand the terms. Cross-departmental collaboration is key for libraries, especially when understaffing is an issue. At UNT, there are various work groups, committees, task force, and affinity groups that focus on cross-collaboration. The Scholarly Communication Department often finds itself working with the Library Research Support Services, subject librarians, digital libraries, collection development, and the UNT Press. For Dr. Martin, collaboration is essential as the department is specifically focused on bringing people, services, and resources together as part of a scholarly communication. It is equally important for the library to be connected to other departments across the campus as well. As with interlibrary collaboration, work groups and task force are utilized for collaboration. The UNT Scholarly Communication Department is part of the Course Materials Affordability and Open Access Advisory Board. As the UNT librarians also serve as faculty, some serve on the Faculty Senate Committee. collaborating with departments such as the Office of Diversity and Inclusion, Admissions Office, Student Affairs, and other individual departments are integral for the department to share presentations and have discussions of scholarly communication issues. Promoting the services of the library is important for it to retain its value to the university and patrons. The Scholarly Communications Department has their own outreach page, which shows that the department is available for class visits, individual consultations, department or faculty presentations, workshops, and online resources. The department also hosts special events like Open Access Symposium, roundtable events, Data Day, and International Open Access Week. The department also utilizes Twitter to spread information about activities and events. Dr. Martin outlines how his department utilizes, maintains, and promotes their various repositories and publishing services. Similar to Outreach, they have their own Scholarly Publishing Services page that shows the various services offered, such as their journal hosting and UNT Open Books platforms. Although UNT has a Scholarly Works and Data repository, Dr. Martin's department does not handle this, but they do work closely with the repository librarian to help promote the services. As Dr. Martin already previously mentioned, OER is a hot topic at UNT and something he expects to grow in the future. Dr. Martin himself is over the OER outreach efforts and maintains UNT's OER guide and other related resources, which can be found online. As part of his efforts, Dr. Martin offers OER consultations, administers the Pressbooks platform, and coordinates the OER's Summer Grants program. To help combat predatory publishers, Dr. Martin maintains the Scholarly Writing Guide, which includes information specific to choosing and evaluating scholarly publishers, which helps not only with identifying the predatory ones, but ensuring that the most appropriate publication is selected for the individual. He's also available for consultations with faculty and students and has hosted talks and panel discussions. Dr. Martin was a great interviewee. I learned a lot of new information from him about the role of the Scholarly Communications Department. I wish we had to interview every role in the library. It was very insightful. I was unsurprised to see that OER, data-related services, online materials, and collaboration were recurrent themes throughout the interview. It was interesting to see all of the various ways that the department and the library cross-collaborated and promoted services. The links Dr. Martin provided gave some great ideas and resources that I may use in the future. Overall, I was very happy with the interview and the information provided.